Yo, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to be discussing what is the best way to, what is the best possible way to enjoy Dragon Ball Super as a medium altogether franchise. So a little background about myself, you know. So I'm one of the OG people. Yeah, I like to brag about that. To be honest, I'm one of the OG people of Dragon Ball Super fan base. To be honest, I was one of those dudes who watched it from day one. You know, episode 1 when it came out, I was there. You know, and it was trash. Let's be honest. Everyone who's seen the anime knows that the first few episodes were very trash indeed. So why am I saying it's trash? Let me tell you guys. So episode 1 was a filler episode, right? That's what it was, alright? So episode 1 to 27 was a recap. Well, they were recap episodes, right? Recap of 2 movies. They somehow managed to stretch 27 they somehow managed to stretch 2 movies into 27 episodes, and added filler in between and everywhere. They just injected filler in between as well. And like the thing is, they don't even add anything new or interesting to the already things from the movie. And a good example of this would be Boruto, because the Boruto anime does better, in my opinion, than the actual movie it was based on, like the tuning exam. It adds more depth, character building, and we get an introduction to Gaara's son. He actually gets screen time, you know. What's it called? What's that dude called? What's Gaara's son called? Let me quick Google. Gaara's son's name in it. Son. It's just on my tip of the tongue. What's it called? It's called Shiki. Yeah. Yeah, the dude actually gets a bit of highlight, because in the movie we just see this dude, like, it was just a cameo appearance. He didn't do anything. But in this one, we see him, like, he's got a full out flesh character and everything. It's pretty good. But in this, there's nothing. There's no flesh. It's just stretched. There's no extra details. There's no exposition. Nothing. The only thing the only bit of exposition we have is episode 16, I think, and maybe 17. This is when where we find out how Goku and Vegeta unlock Super Saiyan Blue, and you know we actually get to see the training that they undertook to unlock that potential, which was pretty nice. So yeah, the anime is like the one medium of consuming Dragon Ball Super. So and then the other one is the manga, right? But I don't know how the manga was actually behind the anime the whole time. It's ridiculous. It's unheard of. The only time, like, it was behind the entire time. It's ridiculous. So those two arcs, right? 27 episodes. So bear in mind, I was watching this every week. I was very patient, you know. I guess I build a tolerance when you watch like really long running shows of watching these trash episodes. So 27 weeks. That's like 6 months. I watched this trash for 6 months, right? And then we actually get some new stuff. The Universe 6 arc. This is when people started picking up the show as well, I guess, because it was new. It was exciting stuff. But and then the manga was like different as well. So let's just I'm gonna finish talking about the anime first. So yeah, and then we just get the arcs. So we got the Future Trunk arc next, and then we got the what arcs next, and then the Tournament of Power, and that's the end. Blah blah blah. So like the manga is different though. Manga is very different. So manga, like, it's weird because they show the Battle of the Gods arc, right? We'll just completely skip the Frieza arc. It just shows one panel. I'm like, yo, is that all we get? That's pretty crazy. So, in that sense, it was ahead of the manga for a little while, and then because it's monthly, they actually got behind. And then, what else does it skip? Actually, it skips something else. So, but the most recent thing actually. So, the manga is more condensed and it's more short, I would say, but it's weekly. But it also adapts. What does it adapt next? The Universe 6. It adapts the Future Trunk stuff, and it adapts what's after the Tournament of Power, right? And if we're gonna get into the new stuff, this is kind of spoiler territory. No, actually, it's not a spoiler at all. So, like, everyone knows about the Broly movie that's coming out around this time. Oh, it came out, but I still haven't seen it, so no spoilers, guys. So, I was reading the new Dragon Ball Super manga, right? And it completely skips Naruto as well. It's just like, yo. So it's gone into a new arc. So it skipped 2 arcs already. But there's like a, what do you call it? An anime only arc. It's called Copy Vegeta Saga. So it's episode 42 to episode 46. That's completely skippable. Nothing adds, so nothing new. But I guess this is me been rambling around a bit too much. How long have I been rambling for? Around like 5 minutes, not that long. So I've spoken about the different things, right? And what it covers. And I would say after, so I don't know, I'm kind of lost in thought. What I'm trying to say is I've seen every Dragon Ball Super episode there is. You know, from day 1 to day to the last day, alright? I watched it every week without fail. And then I read the manga as well. I read the manga side to side. So like every month when it comes out, I read it. And there was always big differences between the two, right? And then I would say this is my preference. Like, I don't know why, but in the anime there's a lot of BS stuff going on. Like a lot of BS stuff. I don't understand. It's ridiculous. There was so much BS stuff going around. But I would say the manga, like every time it came out, the manga would always come out later than the anime. But like the explanations in the manga just made sense to me. It just always made sense to me. Can I give an example of that? Let me think. I'm trying to think of a recent example. So yeah, actually, let's talk about the Tournament of Power. Yeah, that would be a good example. So in the Tournament of Power, right? This is what 50 odd episodes long, right? The Tournament of Power is only like 5. It's only a few chapters long, you know. It was just because I remember in the anime there was just so much nonsense going on in the Tournament of Power. Just so many useless characters were introduced. So many people. There was just too many characters to introduce, and they just got kicked out. And then so I remember there was like an episode for every character to get knocked out. You know, blah blah blah. So an episode, a usual trend of episodes in Tournament Power Up, where you get this enemy and he's on this universe, and then there's an episode you beat him, and that's the end of the episode. That was pretty much like the formula for the entire universe of Power Art. And so we only had Jiren and Goku, like those, Frieza and Android 17 left, stuff like that. That's how it went down. But it was just so different, and we had so many fights, and there were just so many inconsistencies in power level. I was getting triggered so hard. You don't understand how much I was getting triggered. Like this dude was all over him. And then I remember when Krillin was going toe to toe with that stuff does not happen, you know. Let me clarify it. This stuff does not happen in the manga. Just read the manga, I would say. So what I'm trying to say is the manga, it makes more sense for me anyway. And it has more logic, I would say. Like for your anime only guys, did you know Vegeta has already gone base Super Saiyan God form? Yeah, he has. You know, I'm just saying it's already been done. It's already been done. It was done in the manga a while ago. That's all I'm saying. I think it was done in is it Goku Black one? So in Goku Black. Oh yes, this is another example of why I preferred the manga over the anime. So in the Goku Black arc, right, when they're fighting Zamasu or Goku Black, whichever he's called, right. So when they're fighting him, something Goku and Vegeta both do is the way they conserve their energy. No, because Super Saiyan God Blue takes a lot of energy. It takes more energy than base Super Saiyan God form. So what they do is, right, they're in Super Saiyan God mode, and then so as they're fighting, just before they strike, they switch into Super Saiyan Blue, so they get all the power of Super Saiyan Blue, but without having to consume all the energy by constantly being in that form. So it's like a quick switch right at the end. So if you play any games, it's like an animation cancel, you know, like any competitive game, like League of Legends, when you animation cancel, stuff like that, you know, just last minute burst of energy and stuff. So I quite like that little technique that they used against him, but you don't get that in the Goku Black arc, and it was just so messy as well, stuff like that. So I'm just rambling on about the differences in manga versus anime. So I would say that anime, in my opinion, is the best. Well, no, not the best. I would say it's the most. Yeah, no, actually, I take it back. It's the best story based, and it's the most logic, and there's less bullshit in it, pretty much. So, if I was to recommend someone like the best and the true way to watch Dragon Ball Super, wait, I'm gonna timestamp this as my conclusion. All right. So I've just rambled on about some differences in Dragon Ball Super anime and manga. So if you want to watch Dragon Ball Super again or for the first time, what I would suggest, the best way to watch it, right? Don't watch the anime straight away. Okay. Skip like the first 27 episodes, right? Just skip those like, trash stuff. Watch the Battle of Gods, the movie. That's the first thing you should do. Watch Battle of Gods, the movie. Then watch Revival of F, right? Revival of F. That's what you need to watch next. That movie. So watch those two movies first, and then what do you do? And then you have a choice, right? A choice of watching the anime from there onwards, or you can read the manga. That's all I'm gonna say. But for me, in my opinion, watch the two movies first, then read the manga, and then that's it. That's actually it. Watch the two movies first, and then read the manga, and then watch the highlight fights. Watch the highlight fights, alright, in the anime form. That's it. Because I would say that's the only good things from the anime. Like the fights are the best things from the anime. So, for example, I don't know what Toei Animation did, but the final fight between Jiren and Goku, I don't know how much money they spent on it, but I feel like they spent the whole budget on those two episodes. Jeez, man. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, but that's it. So, let me wrap this up by saying, watch the two movies and read the manga. That's it. How I rambled 12 minutes just to tell you guys that, but let me ramble a bit more about something. So I would say read the manga if you want an actual consistent, precise, logical story, right? A story that actually makes sense, and there's not like a lot of padding, nothing, right? And then if you want a really cinematic experience, and you want to be immersed in the Dragon Ball Super theatrical stuff, you want to get that superb animations, right? You gotta watch the anime. But for me, to get the best out of both, right, both worlds, I would say read the manga and then watch all the good fights on YouTube. Just watch all the good fights on YouTube, so how I sum up the good fights, I would say the best fights in the series would be Goku versus Hit. That was one of the best fights. That was a really good fight, to be honest. Another good fight would be Vegito versus Goku Black. Jeez, that was a good fight as well. And then Goku versus Jiren. That was a good fight as well. That is the best fight in the series. There's so much budget in there. But that's it for this episode. No, I mean that's it. That's all I have to say.